Vietnam Steve is on his way.
Xin chào everybody, welcome back. You're watching Vietnam Steve, and I got a good one for you today. For those of you that came in late, in 2019 I left the corporate world to travel, do other things, find myself, and end up where I am today. Today my story takes us down a path of getting run over. Today my story takes us down a path deep into what affected me most and how I had to accept the journey that I was on. It's not a pleasant ride, but hopefully fills in some of the potholes for you. So stick with me and let's get into it. So what I want to talk about today is some of the things that I learnt to accept as I approach 60 years of age. And I hope some of these are going to be useful for you. 10 things I realised I needed to accept as I approached 60 years of age. And I've just got to get across a road here, so I better concentrate. Honestly, there were some life lessons that hit me real hard. Might just give this a second. I thought about doing this one as a live stream, but it does get a bit hectic when you're trying to cross a few roads. Also picked up a bit of a cough here today, so I do apologise. I think it's pollution, but my lovely wife thinks I've got the flu. So she's going to give me medicine for the flu and all will be okay. So lifetime and energy. We've only got finite life, we've only got so much time, and we've only got so much energy. I think I've taken a wrong turn because that's the buncha shop there. Anyway, we'll be right. So I had to learn how to protect my assets with limited know-how, and you don't get time back, so stop wasting it on things that don't matter. Got the rubbish collection here. If you can pick your rubbish up in a wheelbarrow, you know you've got it pretty much under control. Bangsaladi. Here's where I need to be, over here. So one of the things I learnt was to protect my time, protect my energy, making sure that people aren't sucking me dry. I'll spin this around for you because I'm going through the market here. This might be nice for you to have a look at. Here we go. The thing to remember is time is fixed and energy's fragile. So I've had to learn to say no to people and tasks that actually drain me. I've started designing my day around peak energy times and not actual clocks. Here's where I'm heading to, which is the main shopping centre up there. When people ask me for something now, if it's not a clear yes, it's a no. And this fits with my whole approach to life: do less. If it's not a clear yes, it's definitely a no. Indecision is a hidden stress, and simple choices mean a calmer life. I've got people selling things to me up here, but anyway, we'll be right. For me, fewer obligations beat better productivity. Most of my stress comes from overcommitment. Sorry about the coughing. Probably picked up a bit of a lurgy here. We've had a few parties. Cutting obligations beats all the hacks that we can watch on YouTube and understand from the interweb. So just cut those obligations, and freedom grows when my obligations shrink. I went to the coffee shop and didn't have any money, so had to run and top up, and just heading back now. Got a bit of a breeze here today, just walking past an air conditioner, so hopefully that doesn't drive you nuts. If you like this content, please share it with one of your friends. That's the best way to get the story out there. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel yourself. It's the only way I know you get access to the latest entertainment. All right, I've just got to duck in here, get a coffee, and I will be right back with you. Beautiful day today. Coffee shop's chockers. Let's go in and see what's what. Just coughed up my left lung. Let's hope there's not too much background noise in here. I've got to keep my head exactly where it is because I've got a little flickering light behind me. So number 4 on the things that I realised I had to stop doing as I approached 60, I had to think about designing my life before reacting to it. So quite a lot of things come and impact you when you're getting on. Default lives happen by accident, but intentional structures reduce risks. So for me, setting routines was really important. Routine is not boring, it's protective. So another thing there to quit as I approach 60. For me, number 5, boring days are success. Chaos feels exciting, but it actually costs you later. So when things are chaotic, you end up paying for it later. For me, calm days compound quietly, and stability is underrated. Boring is my middle name. I guess one of the things that I've learned is to walk away sooner. I'm a bit of a procrastinator. I stick with things until they're completely dead. So as you approach 60, think about walking away sooner, not later. Staying too long ends up being expensive. Sunk costs and sunk cost thinking traps you in a situation where you can't really get out of. You've sunk so much effort and time into it. So for me, quitting early is often wisdom. If in doubt, lower your standards. Now, if you've made it this far, please like the video, because that'll encourage me to make more stories about how I'm handling the unexpected. When you like the video, it gives me encouragement, and I'll come back with another story of my life. So the last three here, before I let you go, and I might do them from outside because I can see my coffee's just, well, it's not my coffee, but my chocolate has just landed on the bench. So stick with me, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, got myself set up out here in the coffee court, and music's going full bore. A few people here, but I've sat myself facing this way so you catch my best profile. Might just take the lid off this, and gonna need to just put this rubbish in the bin. We're very environmentally friendly here by the bay, even though we have a plastic straw, a plastic lid and a plastic cup. We don't want it blowing around. Now I'm going to have to take a selfie of the cup here, just to let everybody know that I'm having a lovely coffee freeze. That's done. All right, let's get back into it. Sorry for that. 7, 8, 9, 10. So things that I've learned to stop now that I've turned 60. Get more rest. So this is one of the lessons I've had to learn the hard way. You can't burn the candle at both ends. Burnout creates bad decisions, and recovery for me prevents those mistakes. So I make sure that I get a good night's sleep every night. I'm usually snoring by 10, so I'm an adult. I don't need to be out partying every night. And that's just how I roll. But that said, I'm up early in the morning. I was up at 5 this morning, up at 5 most mornings. Slower often leads to better outcomes. So it's one of the things that I've learnt approaching 60. Take your time, don't rush, and slower leads to better outcomes. At the end of the day, my calendar tells me the truth. So, if the calendar's overloaded, then I'm probably overloaded. I've really got to look at what are the actions I'm putting in there and what are the intentions that I'm hoping to get out of it. I do use the calendar, I run by the calendar. No thank you. A gentleman wants to polish my sneakers. Don't need polishing. I did get my brown shoes cleaned the other day. They're slip-on loafers, and the guy charged me 20,000. It's about 80 cents, I think. So very cheap to get your shoes cleaned here. Got my dad calling me on the phone now. Well, not calling me, I've got him on a screensaver. I've just updated my screensaver. It scrolls through the whole family, and this hour it's my dad. Probably one of the most important lessons that I've learnt from life, and this one, you can probably get a pen on this one and write it down. You don't have to optimise everything. So I'm a bit of an optimise freak, but you don't need to optimise everything. Good enough is often optimal. Over-optimising just adds more stress, and for me, simplicity beats perfection. So keep it simple. Stupid, the KISS principle, works better. I leave buffer time everywhere, so life works better within the margins. I don't back-to-back things. I make sure that I've got a steady flow through the day. As I said earlier, I shoot my tasks to coincide with my energy levels. It's later in the day here now, so I'm having a cup of sugar to pick my energy up. I want to do a good job on this YouTube for you. So a little bit of slack in the schedule reduces risk, and that's what it's all about. And don't forget, tight schedules create fragile lives. I think that's about it. I really just felt that, when I got to 60, there were these things that were constantly grating at me. So I thought I'd jot them down, get them off my chest into a YouTube for you. And I'd love to hear what you've quit doing as you approach 60. I mean, we seem to get a little bit less patient with people. We seem to be a little bit more self-centered. I guess we feel like we've given everything we need to give. And so it's interesting to take those on board without actually crushing the people sorry, that you're actually around. So look, it's not a pleasant ride, but hopefully it fills in some of the potholes for you. Please put in the comments how you're dealing with approaching 60 and some of those things that I've been talking about. Don't forget, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my story. Stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next one.